So welcome everybody back to, I believe we are on the 12th episode of Temple. Last time, which feels very long ago, you finally went into the temple. I believe, did you go through the tower last time to grab all the goodies? Was that the last session that you did that? Before going down into the temple?
No, that was the last session,
That was the
the
last
one
one?
we just done. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So you went through that, and then you went down into the first sort of level. You checked out
Oh
a little
yes.
part of that temple on the top surface, and then you went downstairs right away. You went through a few different rooms. Most rooms were filled with crap and not much else, but you did find a room full of harpies, and some ghouls and a grate, and just a bunch of shenanigans happened. Hilarity ensued, and shit got bad for a second, but you guys survived. You also met some gnolls who seemed to be looking for employment with with the temple, and you just sent them north. And then you went over into this room where we are now, where it looked like there was a bunch of trash in
Hmm.
here. And when you went to go check it out, I believe you sent Alan maybe, or somebody went in to go check it out. About 20 giant rats started popping out of the walls and the trash and everything.
Yeah.
And this is where we begin. You are just on the outside of this room, this diamond-shaped room here. You are able to back off if you need to, but we're gonna go into initiative. So you want to roll me initiative? I cannot speak. If you want to roll me initiative, Martin, that'd be great. As the four of you, nice. So you are. Never mind. Sorry. Nice
Wrong way
for
around. Wrong
me.
way around.
Never mind. I read the wrong die. So I got a 7. Martin got a 3. Just to remind anybody who, since it's been a while, it is Griff as well as Elmo, Bari, and Alan. Everybody else has sort of died or has basically said they're not coming back, except for Naomi, who's off training currently with Jeru the Druid to become a better mage and come back. Elmo and Griff had a bit of a talk, and Elmo thought that she could use a little bit more training to get beefed up the way Alan and Bari now are. And that so you guys could be a bit more of a coherent unit and potentially and hopefully lose less people in the future. But that,
Well, hopefully, but
yeah, we'll
yeah.
see how it goes. For now, we have all these rats coming in. And we are going to see. So I'm going to say that I think you and Alan are kind of in the front, and Elmo and Bari are in the back. As Alan, I believe Alan's the one who went to go check out the trash.
Yeah.
And they won't all be able to attack this turn, but we're gonna say 8 are able to. 8 giant rats. 4 on you, Martin, and 4 on Alan. So I will do those 4 now. Just 1 second.
I've got visions of rats running over these two and nothing but a skeleton being left by the
Yeah,
time they finish.
yeah. It's like an old cartoon bit where
Yeah.
they all go all over you, and then it's just nothing but bones left over. Okay, so you guys have really good armor though, so I'm
Yeah.
assuming you'll be okay here, at least for this first round. So this is on you, Martin. Oh my god, okay, well, that's fun. I rolled 2 natural 20s and a 19. So all right, Martin, starting off strong. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh, and it begins. Thankfully, these guys aren't too strong now, but it is still 7 damage, which is still
Ouch.
pretty hefty. How much health do you have total?
17, 10 now.
Okay, yeah. So not bad for the rats. And then on Alan, let's see. Okay, I believe they all fail because he has an 18 AC, if I'm not mistaken. Alan, where's your AC? Yes, he does, from his magical plate armor and his shield. All right. So that's their turns. And now it's you guys. For Alan and Elmo, they literally, I'm not going to make them roll because their shock will kill. So they're both
Cool.
able to just kill per turn. Just basically auto kill. Also, you might be able to do, what's your shock damage?
I have no idea. I think 1, isn't it, with the axe? I don't think it's
Let's
much.
see.
Let me just roll it and see what happens.
Yeah, let's just see what your axe is. Might be
But
2.
I don't think I was going to say I don't think Griff's going to go for a rat. I think he's going to grab a torch. I'm sure he's got a torch anyway and go. I know these things need to fuck up, and just generally generally unhappy, and he's gonna be waving this flaming torch around, trying to beat them off.
That's great. Okay, so I would say, let's do. Give me. I think this would be fun. Give me a convince check. I guess maybe we'll do it that way.
Yes.
Convince the rats to fuck off. Nice.
Yes.
All
10.
right, got a 10. So yeah. So they started butting at you a lot, and you start smacking them off. You immediately grab the torch, and you start waving it. You burn one a little bit. You give them a little sizzle, and you start waving them back. And the rats screech out, and they back off as both Alan and Elmo just hack through a few of them. And I'll just have Bari fire off an arrow. I'm assuming you're just going to have them attack while you do this. Bari's going to fire off a crossbow. Okay, Bari misses. But yeah, so they start slicing through. Some back off, but there are huge numbers of them, and these things are all the size of, like, cats, basically. So you are able to make a few go off. But I would say probably about maybe... You've now killed 2. I would say probably 6 have decided to sort of back off and go into their holes. There's still 12 here to deal with. Yeah, so we'll go into the next round. You were able to scare off some, but it wasn't wholly successful. But still pretty good. All right, so we'll go to their turn. And so you guys have killed off a few that were on you ran away. So the others move in now. It's still only gonna be actually I would say with all 3 of you, I would say there's gonna be 4 on you, 4 on Alan, and 4 on Elmo.
Yeah.
And that'll be the easiest way to do this. So this is the 4 on you, Martin. I swear to God, if you die from rats,
couldn't happen again, could it? Oh.
So 16 doesn't hit, right? You're
16 doesn't hit.
Okay,
Yeah,
so you're
good.
These are the 4 on Elmo. I don't know. I think one might hit there. Let's just see. Elmo's AC. I think Elmo's AC might be 17. No, it's 18. Okay, no, he's also good. Okay, so he's good. All right, so the only attack is the one that's hit Alan. So Alan gets a little bite. He yells out before quickly just slicing down the one that gave him literally just a small little chomp there. But they got pretty big teeth. Alan is at 6 out of 8 hit points though, so he's not looking. I mean, he's fine, but in terms of his whole health, but 6 hit points is not a lot. That those rats would have killed him, or at least put him down for a round until he got back up. Okay, so he's just gonna slice one. Elmo's gonna kill another one. It's down to 10 rats. What do you want to do, Martin?
So Griff's thinking that there's got to be something in this trash pile, and he's gonna just barrel on in there with an axe and I'll have you.
I love it.
He's still reeling from the last attack.
Yeah, so the fire's still swiping around, and then you come in with an axe. Yeah, and you just immediately just slice the head off of one. And Bari will fire off a shot as well with his crossbow. And I believe he's also going to hit. Yep. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And he skewers one that just sort of jumps out in the air towards you, and he just gets it down. So now there's only 8 left. I'm going to have them do... just a quick morale check here. And that is enough to make them scatter. As they sort of screech out as the fire and axe comes down, sparks fly off the stone, and you guys start just chopping through the ones that are running off. The rest sort of go back into their holes and crevices, and it is now once again quiet in here.
Right, come on. We've bothered getting rid of these things. We might as well have a look in this trash pile and see if we can find anything. I'm really hoping there's something good in there. You go through, and it seems like you are really, really, really digging through. Do you want to give me a notice check? Because it feels like there's just nothing in here. You feel like you've gone through, but there just doesn't seem to be much that you can find. Griff is going to mutter to himself, that bloody temple, there's absolutely nothing down here other than harpies and bloody ghouls and rats and...
I'm knee deep in old cabbages and dirty, rotten rags and bones. No,
Do you want to re-roll that?
I'm always going to forget that.
Yeah,
Right until the last session,
that's
I'm
I was just gonna
completely
remind you in
forget.
case you do want to. Oh my
Oh,
god. Okay, yeah. Much better roll there. With a 13. Yeah, so you keep going through, and this is basically goes on for like whole 15 minutes. Like you are, I wouldn't say maddened, but like you are really like determined just to find something in here after
something.
like the stench and slaughter of these rats is just filling your mind. And then finally through all this, you see like a little leather bag at the bottom of like a bunch of foodstuffs, and you grab it, and it looks like inside there looks to be a quite nicely crafted dagger. It's not jeweled or anything like that. But I would say at this point, just from your own travels and everything else, you can tell that this is obviously
Yeah.
like some sort of really nice dagger, maybe masterwork. And it looks like it's steel. It doesn't look like it has silver or anything like that. But it looks very similar. I would say in terms of crafting, it looks like it might be from the same smith who made
Yeah.
Alan's nice new longsword that he found.
Oh, well, at least there's something here.
And I'm just because usually I don't do this with stuff, because I feel like it's such a mundane magical item. It's a dagger +1, which you
Yeah.
can sort of just tell. Like I said, from this, I feel like Alan and Elmo would be able to help you with that sort of identification. We're not going to need to go to old what's his face, the grumpy old wizard for this one. But I will throw in that dagger +1 into your inventory there for
Cool.
you. Most things that you find on here, you're gonna have to identify, obviously. But this
Yeah.
will be one of those things where it's all good. All right. But yeah, outside of that, unfortunately, there really isn't anything else you can find in here. It seems like this is just a dumping ground. In terms of anything that might actually be useful, though, it does look like it is a fairly regular dumping ground. Like this doesn't look like other parts that you've met so far in this dungeon seem almost like they haven't really been touched in a while. There's definitely been foot traffic through here to dump crap and trash and that sort of thing.
Yeah. Okay. Griff was thinking about doing something with this room, but if it's regularly used, I think he'll probably give it a miss.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good.
Right. Well, come on then. Oh, hang on. In fact, you know what? Let's sit down for a minute. I'm gonna see if I can sort out these rat bites, and Griff is going to attempt to heal himself a little bit.
Perfect. Sounds good. Yep. Yep. That's enough. I'm fairly sure it's 8 is the DC for that. So I believe it's
Cool.
just a D6, or is it a D6 plus? D6 plus your healing skill, I believe, is what it is actually.
Oh, brilliant. Okay, that's a D6 +1 then.
Ooh, nice.
6. We'll leave that there.
Don't forget to take down your system shock. Or
Yep.
is it system shock? System strain.
Yeah.
System shock's the game. And one thing I need to mention, because I mess this up. Apparently, I just had a complete stroke when you went down at this temple for some reason last time. Between those two different entrances, this 109 in the middle here, and this for the audio listeners, there's basically a big hallway that you can enter onto this level that Griffin did last time. You can enter from both sides, left and right, and in the middle of this hallway, there is another hallway here, 109. That is
Okay.
actually a hallway that leads down to the next level.
Ooh.
To make you aware of that, so you know that. Not saying you need to go there, just that you would have noticed that it starts to slope down.
Yep.
And I was just I just apparently completely messed up all entrances of you getting in here because because remember last time I was like, wait, no, you're on this side. Wait, no, you're on this side.
Griff,
yeah.
Griff. We'll say that's just Griff's sense of direction. I think.
Getting used to the underground. It's
Yeah.
been a while, but yeah.
And he does know the old legend that the deeper down you go, the worse things are. So he's probably gonna keep a good distance between him and those stairs.
Perfect.
Right. Here, how about you, Alan? You're looking a bit nibbled there.
Yeah, he says, yeah, I could use some bandaging there, boss.
Yeah. Well, let's see if this poultice that Jeru's given me is any good.
Oh, yep.
Yes, it is.
That is good. And I don't think you can do less than 2, so that's all he needs back to bring
Cool,
back up to full, which is perfect.
Elmo is 12 out of 15, so he's okay for now, I'd say. And Bari's at 9 out of 9. Yeah. So you guys are all looking pretty good. What do you want to do next, Martin? You have the whole temple ahead of you.
Yes. Right. Well, I'm up for. Come on, guys. Let's just we'll do it. It's the dice again.
Don't worry, I'm just rolling a D100. You don't need to worry about that at all, Martin. Go ahead.
No problem at all. We should just I'm not sure how much of this we're going to get done today. I mean, we're going to have to get back for some food and stuff at some point, but I think we should secure the one of the bottom part if we can.
Yeah, and that is one thing I meant to mention as well, because so you take a half day to get here.
Yeah.
And then you we're being a little loosey goosey with the timing, because I don't think it's necessarily super thrilling for anybody in the car going to work listening to the listening to that. But I am trying to stay on top of it as best I can. That is one thing you'll have to keep in mind for that stuff, is that you probably have, I would say, we have probably in game probably another maybe 2 hours or so you can do before it's like you're getting too tired to really go on. You can push past that, obviously. There might be some rolls or whatever else. But you're gonna have to decide between staying in the dungeon or somewhere nearby, and hunker down that way. Going in the roads at night for basically was half a day back to Hamlet, which is also very, very dangerous. Or Null, which is also very dangerous. So you have a few other options. And if you have any other ideas on the side of that, you can do that. But yeah, so there's no real great options doing this. But it's up to you what choice you want to make, and we'll go from there. Just to keep that in mind. So I'd say you have probably a few more scenes left and more rooms to go, and then I'll probably be like, it's time to pack it up and get out of here.
Yeah.
So I'll let you know when that happens. You don't have to worry about that too much.
So Griff leads the party up the corridor.
Okay.
And
you can go left or right.
Yeah, so with what Griff's seen, he knows there's a couple of corridors just off to the north there, which he's not been near, but I don't know, to scope all that out seems like a lot of hard work. So he's going to just keep on going down here. He's sticking within a little sort of radius. He wants to, know that if it all goes down, he can get out. So
absolutely, yeah, no, and so you come down to the left there, and you see there's like sort of fork in the road there, and you can keep going down. You take the southern fork there. Yep, and just keep on moving.
He'll go there, and all right, okay, got another corridor to the south there. He says, look, I'm just going to sneak down there and see what's there.
Okay.
And Griff sneaks down to those two doors, so I guess there's not a lot of sneaking needed.
Yeah.
And he's going to stick his ear to the door of the one on the right.
Yep. Okay. You don't hear anything come from that room.
And he's going to stick his ear to the door on the left, because if it all breaks out in the right, maybe the things in the left will come.
Yep, and same as the other one. You don't hear anything. Nothing really stands out to you for either of these doors in this little dead-end hallway.
Yeah. You will turn round to the others and go, I don't think there's anything here.
Yeah, and they come down. They get closer. All right, boss, do you want to check these doors out, or what do you want to do?
Yep, and Griff will just pop that door on the right there.
Yep, sounds good. Yeah, you feel free to just go in. There's no doors or anything in terms of foundry stuff. That'd be way too much work. Yeah, so this room is very similar to those other rooms that you found down the south. It looks like a storage room. You sort of go through it. Looks like it's full of different foodstuffs and that sort of thing. A lot of it's pretty old. It looks like it's a bit more of an armory than really than a. Oh wait, no, sorry, I'm wrong about that. That is, yeah. It looks like this one hasn't been used in a long time. Lots of moldering grains and that sort of thing. You do see Alan sort of pick through a little bit of old beef jerky and sort of peel off little bad parts and just sort of starts chewing on it and then spits it out. Says, it's all gone bad, boss.
Yeah. You know what? I think we should grab a bit of this just in case. I mean, I'm not suggesting we eat it for any means, but I do think that if we come across some more rats or I don't know, hungry birds or something, we could always feed them maybe.
Right.
This rather than us.
Yeah, and Barry and Elmo both point to Alan and go yeah, he's on moldy grain duty. And Alan just sort of lets out a sigh and picks up the sack and just sort of slings it over onto his pack.
Be sure to get some of the meat as well. Yeah.
Yeah, and he scoops it up and throws it into the bag with the multigrain.
Right. We'll have a little prod round, make sure there's no sort of chest of gold in the bottom of the
Yeah.
wherever. So yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah, you check the seams, you go through it. It doesn't seem like there's anything here that you seem to find of any value.
No, everyone seemed to have left in a hurry. It was perfectly good food here to waste, but never mind. So Griff will open the other door.
Yeah, and the other door leads to a almost identical room. It looks like there's not much here other than a few barrels of vinegary wine. And like you like pop it open and like you just sort of stand back really quickly just from like the smell of that sort of that vinegary grapey toe just hits you like a wall, and you close the casket or the cask again.
Oh, it smells like the back of Osler's bloody. Oh. And all right, come on then.
Yep, and you guys head back up the hallway.
Yep.
There's another door there right to your north.
Another listen at door.
Yep. Let's see here. Yeah, give me a nose check.
Ooh.
Okay, yeah. So it sounds like let's see here. So, I'm gonna say, you had a really good roll there with an 11. You think you hear a noise coming from that room, and then when you go over to look at the door, it looks like there's a hidden peephole. And when you kind of go up to listen, or even like look through, you notice the noise like stops. Like you almost like heard something, and almost as if like once you sort of got closer, that noise like stopped.
Griff, if we assume that he's gone up to the door to listen, will kind of swing himself back round onto the wall behind the door and put his finger to his lips and go and start gesturing to the rest of the party.
Yep, yeah, they all get ready. They already have their weapons out, but they're all ready for whatever happens next.
And what did it sound like, this noise?
It sounded like at first like just like a shuffling, like somebody sort of like hit the side of the table, or like like a chair screeched back. It was not necessarily a noise that really picked out as anything other than like almost like a ring. You're just kind of like, huh, what was that? And then you probably heard a little bit, maybe some footsteps, but as soon as you like show that you kind of heard and went to look at the door, it seems like whoever was there just stopped moving.
Griff mutters a bit. Griff is going to get some of his oil, and he's going to spread quite a lot of it. Literally pour a whole flask of oil in front of the door.
Okay, yeah. So you're just doing it like from the side wall, so they can't really see you, and just sort of like on like the side, just sort of pouring it down onto the stones.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hoping that the inclination doesn't mean that it rolls backwards, but yeah.
No, it's totally fine. It doesn't. You're able to do enough where it's like in the middle of the hallway, where it's not like seeping in underneath the door.
Yeah. Cool. And with that, Griff is going to give them a signal that in about 5 seconds he's going to open this door.
Okay. Yep. They have their weapons ready.
Yeah.
Elmo. Actually, I would say Alan's probably smaller. So Alan kind of just ducks quickly underneath where the hole is, just to go on the other side of the door. And then Elmo's on your side, and Bari's like on the other side of the hallway with his crossbow ready to fire into the door once you open it.
So Griff is going to very, very carefully sort of pull the door handle, if there is such a thing on this door, and then shove it open, and then move back.
Okay, yeah.
Back around on the wall.
So, you open the door, and then you just hear like a come through as Okay. Yeah. So you do that, and as you see through, it looks like 4 gnolls come jumping out. Which you backed off, right? You opened the door, and then you backed off as your turn.
Yeah. So he sort of wheeled back around onto the wall again. So
yeah, so they come out with what looks like big bastard swords as they come through the door.
Ooh.
Bari fires off a crossbow bolt, and Alan and Elmo do their attacks. So crossbow bolt, Alan. My God, Bari.
the bad rolls again.
Yeah, we're back in the bad rolls, guys. Oh my god. So, Alan and Elmo together kill one as like Alan slices one through the belly and Elmo comes in and just hacks in the chest multiple times. But there's 3 more and they also go like, for the Earth Temple, get them, get those damn fire bastards. And we'll go into initiative here.
Cool. There's certainly some rivalry then.
Yeah. Oh my god. All right. So I'm gonna say Elmo and Alan jumped in front of you, so they're the ones who are gonna be attacked by these guys. I rolled a. Oh wait, no, sorry, you rolled a 7. Wait,
No,
I rolled a 7.
I think that was you. Yeah,
I'm clicked on you. Oops, my bad. But yeah, so which Martin is it? I can't tell. I rolled a 7. You rolled a 5. Yeah, and so the 2 were gonna go for Elmo, and 1's gonna go for Alan. And so they'll have.
A 5 is good.
A 5 is good. And yeah, those are also good. Yeah, their bastard swords are just sort of like way too big, and they're sort of bouncing off the top of the doorway and banging against the armor. And they also sort of slip onto the oil a little bit, and they can't seem to really get much of a much of a foothold in this fight. So they're sort of all 3 of them are sort of stuck in the doorway, just trying to stab and attack, and can't really do much. But now it is your group's turn.
You've had too much to drink, haven't you? I can tell, sloshing around there all over the place. And Griff is going to attempt to shield bash, because that will be cool.
Okay, I like it.
There we go. So
I'm just going to do all your howling rolls.
Barry actually hit something.
Oh yeah, and did you do your shield bash? Yeah, Barry actually did.
Oh no, I didn't. I needed to. Sorry, I thought it was gonna. There we go. Oh, I don't know if that's gonna hit.
Let's see here. Do they have any armor? No. You know what you're gonna hit.
Cool.
Yeah. So Bari fires off a crossbow into one right into his shoulder, and then like you with your big shield kind of like ram the bolt in deeper into the guy, as well as slamming into his head, and he falls down dead with like a cracked jaw and just almost like a stake through a vampire. This bolt has gone through him completely. And Alan missed but did a decent amount of shock damage, and Elmo missed and did a decent amount of shock damage, killing another one. So there's only one guy there left. And he is going to give me a morale check here.
Ooh.
1 second here. I want to make sure I did this correctly, because last time for sure was a failed morale check. So I want to make sure I get it right this time. Morale. So I believe they roll higher, they fail. Let's see here.
Okay.
2, 9, 7. I always forget how morale checks work. Okay, yeah, no, he's still good. He is still good. So the last one did work, and this one is the same. All right, he's gonna keep fighting, and he's like, "You'll never defeat us. We'll reign supreme over all of this." And he goes to try, and I'll say he'll try and stab you with who just did the shield bash.
Yeah.
And I'll say, I'm making him bonus because he's kind of like slipping on the oil here and just trying to get a stab in. Nope. It just sort of bounces off your shield. And now it's your turn.
Butterfingers sliding around all over the place there. You can't take your drink, can you? And he's going to hit him with an axe, hopefully.
All right.
Hopefully.
Oh.
No, he's not.
Barring a
I'm going to say
crossbow
that
bolt.
Griff probably managed to slip on the same oil that he's just.
Don't worry. As you sort of slip down under, like you sort of fall forward, Barry's crossbow bolt goes right over your head and just goes right into his eye socket and takes him out. And all 4 gnolls are just on the ground, dead now.
Oh, thanks, Barry. That was not a moment too soon.
Says, no worries, boss. He sort of just grabs your arm and just sort of holds you upright as you like hold on to like the side of the door, because you're all sort of all 4 of you kind of slippering all over now, all over this oil that's just on this like slick stone.
Right, should we get these back in here? We don't want anyone coming along getting the right idea, but yeah.
Yeah, they all grab them and they sort of just drag them through all the through the blood and oil as you guys bring them into this room here. And I'll read out a little block text for you. The bare stone walls of this place have only a peg or 2 here and there, and 3 brackets with unlit torches in them. The floor likewise is plain stone blocks. A rude wooden table is against the east wall, just south of the eastern door, with 3 stools nearby. A small keg full of water stands in the northwest corner, and next to it is a mound of ordinary-looking dirt. The south door has a spy hole, openable only from inside this room. Yeah, so that was the spy door that
Yeah.
So that was like the spy hole that was the door you're in. And you can tell that there's also there's a door there to your east.
All right, so Griff will make sure he shuts the door.
Mm-hmm.
Again, doesn't want any passing visitors. What on earth is a mound of dirt doing in a temple? Well, I suppose it is the earth worshippers, but you didn't. You wouldn't expect them to have a pile of it there. So Griff's gonna have a poke around in this pile of dirt.
Yeah, no, you check it out, and it looks like yeah, no, I would say, interesting. One give me a no roll.
Ooh. This is going to be painful, I know.
Nice, 8. Okay, no, that's good. So just from your own knowledge of tactics and that sort of thing, it seems like the water isn't for drinking, and this dirt next to it isn't obviously for. And this dirt kind of helps your theory. Is that it seems like this earth and water is sort of meant to probably take out or extinguish fires. If somebody was to basically burn some oil down on the ground there, or whatever, or maybe throw in some sort of Molotov cocktail like device. This would be a way to sort of smother it in some way.
Okay, and we've got 3 unlit torches as well,
Mhm.
which are suspicious. We will bear this in mind. So we've basically got a fire extinguisher and some torches. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And if anybody forgot, the reason why the fire stuff is coming up, at least with when it came to Martin's group, is that Martin's entire group is currently disguised as fire temple acolytes with sort of the brown robes and the symbol of the elemental evil of fire.
And we're going to put that right because clearly we're in the wrong place to be wearing these cloaks, and we've just killed 4 people that have got, or 4 gnolls that have got cloaks with the Earth Temple on. So we're gonna do a bit of changing.
Sounds good. Yeah. Let's see here. Actually, I'll say this. These 4 gnolls don't actually have don't have Earth Temple robes on them. They seem to be probably just in the employ of the Earth Elemental Earth Temple.
You know what? I think we should take these fire things off until we actually see some fire people. Everyone else seems to hate them, so.
Sounds good. Yeah, so they all seem happy enough to take off these robes.
Yeah.
And just they sort of all pack them up into their bags.
Right, so we've got another door here. Well, might as well give it a go. And Griff will stick his ear on this one.
Sounds good. And the only other thing is, because you mentioned earlier you were looking around as well, and we got stuck on the dirt and water. You also find between all of them 16 gold pieces or silver pieces rather.
Cool. That is, I think, everything we found out of the temple so far, other than the top floor, which was.
Is that everything? Was there nothing else?
I think so.
I mean, it makes sense. So far, everything's been kind of just garbage. It's been like, what is this crap?
I know. It's just not good. I think 17 normal arrows is the other thing we found. So, yeah. Never mind. Right, God, at this rate. Well, I suppose with you guys getting a cut, it's not going to be a very expensive day for me, at least, he says. I'm just kidding. I'm sure the fortunes will be in the next couple of rooms for sure. So yeah, Griff will listen to this door.
Okay. And yeah, give me a notice check.
And I think, bearing in mind we've kind of got a fire thing going on here, he's also going to put his hand on the door to see if the door's any warmer than it probably should be.
Yeah, no, it seems like a normal door. Okay.
Right. Come on then. And he just opens the door.
Let's see here.
I think I failed that.
Yeah. You can re-roll if you want.
Oh, yes, of course. I will. Yeah, that's
there
better.
we go.
That's an 11.
Okay. So, this is just a little bit of a confusing little area.
Cool.
All right. So, you open this door, and you from your notes, you hear a little twang as like the door unlatches, and you know it's just in time, and you jump back with the door swinging open, and you see basically where you would have been. The sort of stone gives way, and a big sort of rope kind of thing comes out, almost very much like the third sort of Star Wars movie where you sort of get roped up in a thing and caught up like that. So that just swings up limply with nothing inside, and 4 gnolls with spears on the other side of the door just go like "Rah!" And they run in trying to stab you guys.
More of them.
So we'll go into we'll go into initiative again.
Was not expecting that. Probably should have been, but wasn't.
Oh my god, your initiative will stay mine.
That old Foundry module's doing a good job there.
Yeah, right. So 2 of them, you're in the front there, so 2 of them are gonna try and stab you. And I'm gonna say Bari's looking less armored, so the other 2 are gonna chuck their spears right at Bari. So first 2 are on you. Both miss. And then the 2 other spears go flying for Bari. Oh my god. Okay, that's 1 hit. He's going to take that. Oh, big hit on Bari. Bari feels that as he goes flying backwards, the spear just sort of sticking right out of his chest. He's still alive, but he just sort of yells out, just like, ugh! And just sort of falls back onto the ground before getting himself back up. Very slowly. But yeah, now it is your turn.
How long does healing take?
That sort of healing, I believe the first aid stuff is for a 10-minute scene, so it's sort of like a scene itself. So that's an out of combat kind of thing.
Sure. Okay.
Healing potions are instant.
My healing potions are not recorded correctly, but I know I've got at least 3 spare at the minute. So yeah, I think I'm gonna. Griff's gonna. Oh, good God! Run over and stuff Barry with a healing potion.
Sounds good. One thing you can do, just so you're aware, you can obviously also like you can throw it towards him so he can use up his action to drink, and you still attack, or did you want to let him still attack?
No, he'll throw it in that case and go, yeah, take this.
Yeah, you just unhook it and just like chuck it behind you as you get ready to fight these guys. And Bari will grab that. Did you write down how much it is? I can't remember what I said. Is it D4 plus 1 or a D6 plus 1?
I think it was a D4 plus 1.
D4 plus 1? Okay. That sounds right. I just can't remember. Yeah. It's been so long. Okay, well, he's got 3. He's back to 6 out of 9. It's better than 3 out of 9. All right. And so yeah, Bari's up his turn, just popping that potion. Elmo and Alan will attack with you.
Yeah. And what's Griff gonna do? Griff is going to.
And these guys look like they're
follow.
not heavily armored at all. They look like they're basically wearing rags. The other guys look like they were beefier. This looks like it's like the B team.
Yeah.
Of the gnolls. So
Griff picks up his new dagger from his belt and goes, and he's going to throw it if he can. Yeah, missile attack. There we go. That's cool.
Nice.
Cool.
All right. Holy shit. Did you want to use the? Oh yes, you did use the dagger because I think you have another dagger as well if you want to use that one. But yeah, so you were still going to hit either way. So Elmo kills one, Alan slashes into one, and then you kill him off with that dagger. So he gets another cut, and then that dagger just goes right into his throat,
Nice.
leaving two left. And they're going to immediately make a morale check.
Come on.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
These are the two guys. Two guys who are left don't even have weapons. They threw their spears. So they start booking it. And Alan just immediately pulls a sword out and says, "We gotta kill them before they alert anybody."
Yeah. Come back here. And he takes his other dagger and throws it. if he
Okay, I
can.
love it. Yeah. Bari's gonna fire off a shot, and Alan's gonna run down and try and stab one of them. Oh,
Ooh,
nice roll,
nice.
Martin. I think it's gonna be enough anyway, though. So between the 4, the 6, and the 4, yeah. You easily kill one. The other one just gets chopped in the leg. And you guys basically just slaughter the two that ran away. As they try to escape. Very quickly. And now they're all dead there. All right.
Right, quick. Let's get back in the room again and close the door.
Oh, you're not gonna like this, Martin.
Oh no.
So you're in there, and from the north, you see what looks like two armored, monstrous humanoids come through the door. He says, "Get up, you louts! We got intruders here!" And those two armored guys run in towards you. And they just look disgusted, and their faces look like all purpley and orange and pink. And 5 gnolls filter in behind them.
Shit.
And we'll just do initiative here again. And all 4 of you are sort of in this room. I'd say Bari's probably just like in the doorway in the back here. This fucking clown car. God damn it.
Man.
Martin, your initiative.
What's going on?
Thankfully, because of this room's size, the two armored guys in the front can attack, and 3 gnolls can also attack. They have actually no, all 5 because they all have throwing axes. All right,
Okay.
this is gonna suck. So I'm gonna say they're hobgoblins. One of the hobgoblins is gonna go for you, and one of the other ones is gonna go for Alan. And then I'll do the gnolls afterwards. So this is the hobgoblin on you, buddy. Oh God,
Ooh.
and this is gonna hurt. Okay,
Yeah,
3
three's
damage.
okay.
3 damage. You're okay. You're
You
okay.
can do 3.
Oh, and I should do the one on Alan here. As he also swings. They have long swords. They swing out their long swords. He misses. He just bounces off of the shield. Oh, thank you, Tim. Tim just donated 200 bits for a full heal or 2 free
Hey.
rerolls. Thank you, Tim.
Thank you, Tim.
It's appreciated. All right. Oh yeah, and now it's the gnolls, who all have throwing axes, and they are going to we'll say 2 on you, and then 2 on Alan and 1 on Elmo.
Yeah.
So these are the ones on you. Okay, both miss. These are the 2 on Alan. Both miss. And this is the last throwing axe on Elmo. Miss. So all these throwing axes go
Nice.
flying out. Just bang, 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 bang. Some hit the wall, some hit your armor, some hit the shields. And then they pull out morning stars. And they start screaming and running into the fight. But that's their turn. And now it's your turn, guys. There's 7 creatures here, in front of you in this small room.
What do you reckon, Ahmed? Can we take him?
Absolutely, boss. I think we can kill everybody in this
come
dungeon.
Let's get him.
Yeah, and Elmo and Alan run in, and Bar will fire off a shot. What are you doing, Martin?
Griff is going to be trying to shoot one of the ones in the back with his arrow.
Okay, sounds good.
Ooh.
Nice.
Hopefully that hits. Ooh.
Did
nice.
you want Elmo and Alan to? I guess Alan's gonna focus on the hobgoblin in front of him. Elmo's probably gonna go for one of the gnolls. And Bari will fire off at the hobgoblin on you. He's gonna try and protect you.
Cool. Sounds good.
But he did not. And then Alan will fight his fight. I also forgot the guys. So I can just turn these into hits.
Yeah.
For Alan and Elmo. I'm gonna do that, I think, for Alan.
Yeah.
We'll just see here 1 second though. So Elmo hits for sure. And he puts down. No, he doesn't. Oh shit, these gnolls are actually pretty beefy. So he hurts a gnoll pretty badly. I'll say your shot is the one that puts him down. So he gets an axe to the side, and then your arrow just takes him out. So that's 1 gnoll gone. Alan is going to just make his damage hit on one of those hobgoblins. Those guys actually aren't that strong. And he's going to hit him pretty good, and Bari's going to miss. All right. So now it is their turns. The same hobgoblin guy is going to go for Alan. Miss.
Yep.
And then this one's going to go for you. Oh. Oh my god, this guy fucking hates you, Martin. And he's going to
Ooh.
How are you looking? 7 damage. That he gets a big slice into your belly with that long sword.
Bit of 6 hit points left.
Oh boy. All right. And then the gnolls. I'm going to say there's 4 left. 2 immediately try and go for Elmo, who just helped kill one with your arrow as well. So 2 of them are gonna go for him. Oof. Okay, so 1 hit, and that is oh, okay. Yeah, that is also a DA +1. Ouch. Okay, Elmo's okay though. Elmo is okay with only 2 damage there.
That was good.
So he's down to 10 hit points out of 15. And then the other 2, I'm gonna say one's gonna go on you, seeing you got hurt. One's gonna sort of try and take advantage of this situation, and go for you, and the other one's gonna go for Alan. That's one on you is not able to connect, and the one with the Morning Star is gonna try and go attack Alan. Also, my God, both 2 ones in a row. They just bounce right off your hits.
Good. That makes up for the 2 20s and the 19 from earlier.
Absolutely. They're just really they got bounced out. Okay, so now it's your turn, guys.
We're gonna have one more round and see how we do here, but we're getting a little bit itchy feet.
All right.
Right. So I don't know why I'm doing that.
So I will say one thing. You are in combat. I don't think you can fire an arrow like over the guy while this guy's fighting with a longsword. Just so keep that in mind.
No, fair enough. That's cool. So Griff will reach down to his belt, grab his axe, and sort of as he's pulling it off his belt, just with the blade outwards, holding it that way, just sort of try and whack him in the neck with it.
I love it. Yeah. I think there's a folk guy that lets you do that. But yeah. So you just you drop the bow, grab out the axe, and just go in with a slash. So give me that slash. Ooh, another nice roll. Ouch. And I think between that one and your other, or oh no, he hasn't gotten hurt yet. No, he's still good.
Yeah.
But that still hurts. That still hurts quite a bit. Barry is gonna see if he can help finish off the guy you just attacked with a nice crossbow shot. Barry, if you could please hit.
Please.
Nope.
Probably not.
No. We do have rerolls if you want them to reroll, but that's up to you. You guys are still okay right now.
Yeah, not that one.
Sounds good.
Not that one. Nope.
All right. Let's see here. Okay, yep. And then Alan Elmo. So Alan's just gonna keep trying to attack the hobgoblin that's on him. Come on, Alan. Oh, that
Ooh.
stayed on a 2 for me for a long time there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alan immediately just decapitates this guy and kicks him back, and then runs in to try and assault the one who's on you. And basically sort of bashes into him to try and get his attention. Thank you, PT. We got another 200 bits from PT for
Thank
either a
you.
full heal or 2 free rerolls. Thank you very much.
This is good.
And Elmo's gonna keep swinging into these gnolls. So he is going to attack with his war axe. My God, man. He can turn that into a hit. Just for as part of his thing, if you want him to, just take out one of these gnolls. Do you want him to do that, Martin?
Yeah, I think that would be a good idea.
Okay, yep. So he just makes that a hit. And just slices this gnoll in half right through the spine, and it crumples down. That makes 3 gnolls left and 1 hobgoblin. They're not gonna make a morale check just yet, but they are going to soon. Things are now very much not turning in their way.
Yeah. Griff is going to go for a full heal because he's dangerously close to just dying, really, if he gets hit. So
Sounds
yep.
good. So that's 200 bits taken up. So we'll
Thank you
say,
for that.
yeah, we'll say those are Tim's 200 bits. Thank you
Yeah.
very much, Tim, for the heal. This heal brought to you by Tim Bothy. All right. So yeah, you are back to full health. Your scars miraculously seem to go away. There is somebody who seems to be looking down favorably upon you. The hobgoblin goes to attack Alan. He is just sort of, as he got bashed off, he's going to swing towards Alan now, as he just sort of as he got his attention, but can't, just bounces off. Alan's able to sort of just repel his attack, and then I believe 3 gnolls left are all going to run after Elmo and just sort of all go to him as he's just sort of tearing up the back line there, and they don't like that. But it doesn't matter. He's able to just sort of parry and fight off every Morningstar hit, and just sort of kicks them back. And it's now your turn, guys. Or your turn, guys. Your turn, Martin, and your guys.
Right. And Griff just takes this axe, spins it round in his hand, so the blade is now facing forward, and he's going to bring it down on the nearest hobgoblin that he can see.
Yeah. It's just the guy who's right there in front of you.
One.
Yeah.
And
nice. Oh my God, that's like 3 19s in a row. Okay, you didn't want damage to him. I believe, yeah, he's still alive. But he's not looking too hot at all. We'll say Bari's gonna try and finally hit this guy to maybe put him down after your there we go. There we go. Perfect. Yeah. So after you slash him several times, he's just sort of backs off, and then a bolt comes out from behind you, gets him right in the neck, and that hobgoblin goes down. Alan and Elmo then sort of just get between all these gnolls and just start going to town on them. So axe on him, sword on him. Oh my God. I mean, neither can hit, but both of them kill one as they sort of both cut into the same one. And then I'll do a morale check for these last 2 guys with their morning stars. They're still fighting. They see the death of their friends, and they yell out and scream these sort of battle cries and just keep going to attack. So both of them are just gonna keep going after Elmo with their morning stars. Okay, 1 is gonna connect. It's a D8 plus 1.
Quite a lot.
Okay, 4 damage. Could be worse. Elmo's not looking too hot after all these attacks on him, but he's still okay with 6 hit points. But that's their turn. And so, it's your turn now, Martin.
Right, come on, let's finish them off. And I'm hoping that one of them is in bow range now.
Yes, yeah, they are.
Yeah.
The only reason why they weren't in range is just because that
Someone with a sword.
guy with the sword was in melee with you, so he just sort of stopped you from being able to do that.
Barry actually hits, does he? Yeah.
Yeah, he hits for like 1 damage.
I miss.
For 2 damage there. Okay. Thankfully,
Awesome.
it's not a huge deal because he hits and kills, and then Elmo and Bard finish out their one. So everybody just gets chopped down. Blood just starts splattering all over the walls. It is just a line of dead gnolls and hobgoblins from the last room into this room. And finally, everybody is just raggedly breathing after this non-stop brawl through these rooms.
This is, look. Griff's just gonna have a quick look through the door to make sure where they've come from, just to make sure there's nothing else that looks like it's gonna come and get us.
And a giant black dragon comes
Yes.
through. That would be like an airplane gag where like every time you look in another room, just more gnolls just keep appearing and joining the fight.
He's gonna have a really, 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 very quiet look and see if he can see anything.
Sounds good. All right, so that one is 123. Yeah, if you want, give me a notice check.
I'm on the wrong screen. Let me go. Notice is that one there.
And you can re-roll that if you want. This
Yep.
is a new scene.
Come on.
Nice.
Ooh. 9.
So, let's see here. Okay. This is confusing. Just want to make sure I don't get this wrong here. Because obviously you can see it there. I want to make sure that's correct. Oh, I see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it looks like this room doesn't have much in it. It does look like on the gnolls there are it looks like there's some scattered coin between everybody, but we'll get to that in a second. What you also see to the right, it looks like underneath a carpet, hidden by a tattered carpet, looks like there is a secret door. It looks like the way you can pivot it is like that. You bring back the rug, and it looks like the way you pivot it is just like a little mechanism in the ground underneath it. And we'll just say just for convenience sake, you do it just a little bit as you mess around with it, just to open it up. And you can see I would say you were first hit with the smell. And then you look inside, and you can see on the other side there are what look like at least 2 ogres. And you sort of close it back real quick, as like they don't seem to have noticed you yet. But they do look like 2 big fucking creatures on the other side there. The reason why I would say you made that choice is just because you could probably hear them on the other side of the wall just faintly. But yeah. But outside of that, in terms of stuff you find, nice. So you find 27 silver pieces.
Excellent. Griff says quietly, "Oh, I think there's some ogres behind that door. Look, let's go back in that other room." And Griff takes the party back round to the room over there, closes the door so that we won't be heard. And Griff is going to attempt some more healing.
Sounds good.
So he's back up to full health because of Tim. Thank you, Tim. And he's going to have a go at healing Elmo.
Yeah, Elmo's by far the most hurt right now.
Yeah. And he's going to reroll.
Yeah, that works.
Oh, no.
That's an 8.
Yep.
That's you need an 8 for this.
That's cool.
Alan is down to 9 system strain, but Elmo is also down to Elmo's down to 11, not 12. Yeah, just give me your healing. It's a D6 plus 1 for you. Oh God.
Also rolled a 1.
You sort of staunch like one little like wound, and he's like, "Thanks, thanks, boss." That was great.
Oh. But I'll tell you what, I can try again with one of Drew's poultices here that he's given me.
Yeah, that'd be great. Well,
Ah.
don't forget you have to roll again for
Oh yes,
the
yep,
check.
that
Don't
was
worry.
cool.
I'll you re-roll the heal as well. I'll be real nice.
That's me just going mad. That's fine.
It's all good.
Ooh.
Nice. Okay. Yep.
Well, that's done it. I don't know what's in there, some herbs or something, but whatever he's done is a good job, I think. Cool. So that's the heal for that.
Hey,
Ooh,
nice. There we go.
That's better.
Perfect. I think that brings it back up to full.
And how's Alan looking? Alan, how are you looking? You all right?
Alan says, "Not a scratch on me, boss. They couldn't get a hit
good,
through
good.
my armor." He sort of gives it a bang. And you see that there's like a lot more dents on it now from all the morning stars
Yeah.
and the abuse you guys have gone through in these last few rooms.
Yeah. Griff
he
gets a
said-
bit of rag and spits on it and gives it a polish.
Yeah,
let's
just
get those
out there.
dents out somehow.
Alan says, "Hey, boss, could the ogres come through that door there? Because remember what happened last time we dealt with an ogre? And well, we nearly didn't survive it.
Yeah.
And the door,
well,
just the door does look too small for them to probably fit through. It looks more like human sized. But yeah.
Well, yeah, I think you've got a point there. I don't think they can get through. So, I don't know. What's that expression like? Like getting rats in like shooting fish in a barrel. He says. So let's if we spring that door open and we all get ready with bows, they're not going to be expecting it, and maybe we can, I don't know, take one of them down.
I mean, that's certainly an idea, boss. So why, I don't see why not. And he looks around and it looks like the hobgoblins have bows on them, actually, composite bows, in fact. And Alan picks one up. He's like, I'm not great with these, boss, but I mean, good day to learn.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, three of us are, and then there's you, and you got to start somewhere. So, yeah, and you know what, guys, if this turns a bit south, perhaps it's time to call it a day here. And yeah, so and then with what Griff sort of remembers and has scribbled down on the back of his arm, he'll kind of relay to everybody the quickest route out of the dungeon in case we need to make a move. Because if we run away from the ogres, they're going to know where we are.
Yeah,
they're going to be coming round, so we kind of. I'm sure we'll be fine as long as we make a move rather than sort of
for sure
dawdling.
Yeah, and so one thing I'll say, one thing before we go on with that, just in the last room here in 122, because you sort of went through rooms very fast. One of the gnolls, probably the biggest one there, looks like they have a silver chain with a roughly polished carnelian on it, worth 50 silver pieces. And you also find 5 flasks of oil.
Excellent. Right.
All right.
After 3, he whispers. And,
so you just get the door open just enough. You guys are all sort of cramped there. You have the crossbow. I would say probably Bari's on his belly, just with the crossbow out. And you, Elmo, and Alan are all just sort of staying there. You see, it looks like there's 2 ogres kind of just staying essentially in this room. One's kind of just get near the door, just sort of shuffling around, and one has its back directly to you, like right in front of this little secret area. So he's probably blocking it the most.
In fact, if we don't think they're going to notice the door, could this be one of these times where Griff can use his
execution attack?
Yeah, execution attack.
Yeah. So, and you know
Maybe.
what? Well, here's what I'll say for that. There's the 4 of you, which might get noticed, but you with your elven cloak, if you want to stay here alone while the other 3 are behind, and you want to just get an execution attack off, you can probably sit there for a minute without them noticing pretty easily, and then do your shot.
I think that would make perfect sense. I think that's exactly what he would do. He knows there's something there, and he's got an opportunity to.
Okay, I love it. Did you have anything, any foci that helps with that, or is it just that you?
Yes,
Sniper's eye.
He's got sniper's eye. That's right. So he's an expert at placing a thrown knife or an arrow on an unsuspecting target. These special benefits only apply when making an execution attack with a bow. hurlant or thrown weapon. I've never heard something called a hurlant before, but as described on page 44. So yeah.
Yeah, I think the
So
hurlant is the rolls without number
yes.
guns, I believe, is what they
Okay.
for that setting. So you gain shoot as a bonus skill when making a skill check for a ranged execution attack. You roll 3d6 and draw the lowest die. So you're basically shooting with 5e advantage. Awesome. All right.
Excellent.
So yeah, roll me a 3d6. You're able to wait there. The way execution attacks work is that you need a full minute of unbroken concentration as you just look for basically the vitals, just sort of get your breathing together, and then you take the shot. You do have the minute in this section. The minute is not broken. So yeah, give me your 3d6.
Fingers crossed.
Oh my god. I don't
So
know. I don't know if this works. I don't know. I'm gonna check if this works as a skill check because I mean you might be able to re-roll this because I can't believe you rolled. I guess actually you do have re-rolls by the way.
I was gonna say I probably wouldn't. Yeah, see what you think.
Let me just see. So a warrior can use the veteran's luck. Oh no, you can't because this is an attack. So you as an expert can't, but the warrior can.
So I think I'm gonna use one of those re-rolls and
yeah. Oh my god, I can't believe you rolled 2 1s. Yeah.
I know.
So
well,
what I'll do for that is I'll let you use one of the re-rolls, obviously, and you just re-roll all 36. Is what we're gonna do here.
Ah, cool. Yep, that sounds good. Yeah, because it's a re-roll. Yeah. That makes sense.
Fucking Christ, you got 5 again. Oh my god. Okay, for anybody who's listening, he first rolled a 3-1-1 and now he's rolled a 2-2-1.
Unbelievable.
You still have one reroll if you want to use it.
I think I should. I mean, taking down an ogre. I mean,
okay, Tim gave you another one too. You have 2 rerolls. Okay, Ori also gave him. Thank you, Ori. Thank you, Ori and Tim. give us another reroll, Bard.
Can we go for 3 1s?
Yeah. There we go. Yes. 3 5s. Amazing.
Thank you.
Holy shit.
Unbelievable.
I cannot believe that. Thank you guys. You still have 2 free rerolls if you end up needing them for it later. But yeah, so you take down this ogre and he doesn't even make a noise outside of just his huge body slamming down the ground, waking up sort of the other one was sort of in a half daze, kind of just going back and forth, doing and he looks over and you're actually pretty sneaky. He's like, no, Grog, no, and you see him holding the ogre. What happened?
So Griff is going to motion to the others to let go of the bows.
Yeah, so they come around and you guys can all fire off shots at this guy.
Yeah. We've known about being nice to ogres and just how that works out. Yeah. So there's a twinge of sadness and remorse in Griff's sort of hand there as he pulls back his bowstring, but he knows that it's for the best, really.
He was going to go to Ogre Harvard.
Yeah. Where he learns to kill humans viciously.
Oh, man. So Bari is going to get a hit in. Elmo is going to do his hit. Does Alan have a shoot? Alan does not have a shoot.
No.
So he's a -1. So I think... Can I just drag somebody else's bow over? I can. Yeah. Perfect. Okay, not bad. Let me just see here real quick. What's their AC? Ooh, their AC is actually decent. One quick second here, guys. There is 46. Okay, AC of 14. So Alan does hit.
Oh, cool.
Elmo can make that a hit. So this is a new scene. Bari also hits. And you hit. So that's 4, 10, 17, 23. Yeah. Oh yeah, he's dead.
Cool.
So you guys, as he goes no,
and then just all these arrows and bolts come flying out of the darkness, just hitting through him. And he falls down dead in the arms of his friend. These two ogres just in this cold embrace. How do you feel about yourself, Martin?
It was a dirty job, but I don't know. I'm quite sure they'd have killed us if we'd have given them half a chance. Says Griff. He's toughening up
more
a bit.
than likely, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, good job. That was great. Thank you for the rerolls, guys. That was fucking. I cannot believe you got 5 twice, but with
brutal.
different denominations of numbers. That's amazing.
Yeah. You'll have to let everybody in on the stream, watching the stream, know the name of the VTT add-in for Foundry for that one.
Yeah. That's the one to that's the make me more money mod I have. Where it's like I start killing rolls.
The deadly dice.
Okay, interesting. Yeah. So I'm assuming you check out this room here.
Yep.
Okay, this is an interesting one. So I'll read out a little block text for you. This place is plastered and the floor paved with polished brown granite slabs. It is now dirty and cluttered, but must once have been a plush guest chamber. Many cushions and pillows are piled so as to make beds in the northeast and northwest corners of the room. A half-empty wine barrel and a light container with a few salted fish stand along the south wall. Another barrel there holds 7 long spears. Pegs on the wall hold 1 short bow and 3 quivers, each containing 20 arrows. Besides the barrel is a chest. So these ogres on them, just to do the quick check for them, they seem to be they have these like really big brown leather jackets that seem to have these sort of bronze plating. That's why it seemed like they had such a high AC. Was just that you guys really had to aim for like the exposed flesh. It looks like on them each there is between both of them there's 50 silver pieces between both of them.
Griff counts it out and goes, not bad, we're getting there again. Yeah, Barry, are you any good at picking locks? I'm more of a kind of lock, I'm not quite sure what you call it. Sort of like a percussive locksmith. I kind of beat them off, but it doesn't always work.
He says I'm okay at it. I can do it. And one thing so that you know, Martin, because I think you might be better than Barry at this. It is the sneak check for that. Now your sneak's really high for sneaking around, not for lockpicking, but you still have a pretty good sneak check if I'm not mistaken, right? Do you have a +1 to it or just a 0?
Just a 0.
Okay, cool. So Barry's the same as you. So Barry just kind of goes like, "Oh yeah, I mean, I can give it a try, boss." And he also is a half expert, so he can re-roll, I believe.
Yeah.
No, he can't. I always forget that. He does. Okay. He has the other one. He has the quick learner ability, but he does not have the re-roll. Yeah. Only you do. So he goes.
Let Barry have a go.
He checks out the chest. And he's about to like try it, and he goes, "Oh wait a minute, it's unlocked." He just opens it up.
Well, very trusting around here, aren't they?
Yeah, well, I guess when you have 2 ogres, you don't really need a lock, usually.
Well, fair enough.
Ogres are the best kind of lock. So it looks like the chest holds 2 maces, 5 hand axes, 1 battle axe, 6 morning stars, 2 short swords, and a broadsword. And just for the quick sort of look over, they all seem to be mundane items. None of them look like they're masterwork or anything of real. I mean, they're weapons and they're usable, and having extra weapons is never a bad thing, or knowing that they're here if you need to grab them, or if you want to put them somewhere for, if you're running back somewhere like, oh shit, we lost our weapons. But in terms of like, oh, are any of these magical? It doesn't seem like any of them are magical. Probably or even masterwork or anything like that. Oh,
well, you know what? There's another reason why that chest was unlocked, and that's because there's nothing in it. He closes it and says, "Oh, for God's sake, you can't find anything around here." Griff is kind of concerned that the temple is probably not full of much at all at the moment. He's found a handful of silver pieces and a pile of trash, some old weapons, but yeah, he's not convinced. Right. So how are we doing on time?
I was actually gonna say, you're probably gonna want to head back pretty soon. I'd say maybe after this room or like one more, but pretty much like it is getting pretty dark, and after this fight, you guys are getting pretty tired after the travel and the fight. So,
well, look, I'm just going to listen and see what's at this door. I think we should head back in a minute, but there's just one more.
Okay.
Any
So
other
which one
listen?
do you want to go for? Just this.
Yeah, that one there.
Okay. Yeah. So you give it a listen. This is an interesting one. This room. I'm gonna say yeah. You don't really hear anything coming from this. Coming from here.
I can't hear anything. I'm just going to crack the door. So Griff just.
Yeah, and so you crack the door, and as I said before in the last session, it's very cold here in this whole dungeon that you're in right now. And that sort of cold hits you even harder here. Not magical or anything like that, but just like the coldness of only that can be described as death seems to linger here. And the smell of bones and decay just invade your nostrils. As you open it up and look in a little bit, and that's basically that's as far as you look so far. I'll explain more if you decide to look further.
Yeah. Is there any light in the room? Sort of opening the door. Is it totally dark? Or?
It looks totally dark where you are.
No, there's the wise move, and then there's the So there's a door here that the ogre's. Griff's gonna have just a little bit more. He's gonna just poke his head in just a little bit more.
Okay, yeah. So you look in. Did you grab a torch to try and see a little bit better?
Not yet. He doesn't want to draw attention to himself. So the theory is the ogres can't get through the secret door, so they must have gone through this one, right?
Yes.
At some point. So
yeah,
can't be that bad.
Because this door is decently sized, but they could probably squeeze through this one. The secret door looks like it's just too small. They might have been able to go in and grab one of you guys if you're in that area, like with their big arm, and pull you through. But it looks like this is like a regular sort of human door, I guess. But you could probably the ogres probably duck under and get around. But yeah. So yeah, so you open it up a little bit. It's still dark. I would say you can probably actually no. It looks like it's fully dark in here.
So Griff's going to reach behind him and sort of wave torch and see if someone will pass him a torch.
Yeah, Alan throws you a torch right away.
Cheers. And he's just going to very slowly kind of put the torch in.
Yeah. So you put the torch in, and you are in this what looks like you can probably. I'll just move your character here. You can see sort of inside here. There's a door on the other side of the hallway. But the smell seems to be coming from the north.
So he's gonna just very, very kind of cagily move north, being aware of what's on the ground and.
Yeah. So you go north, and what you see here looks like for at least 100 feet of its length, this 20-foot wide corridor is covered with bones. Skeletons of humans and humanoids are mixed in a terrible jumble. Many skulls and loose bones seem gnawed. The complete skeletons, though, still wear sundered armor, dented caps, or sprawl by broken shields. Bent and broken weapons likewise testify to a great melee having taken place here. 100, 2, perhaps more, all met death here. Further progress along the corridor requires carefully picking a path between these grim remains of the temple hordes. Nothing of value is discernible.
I think Griff will just kind of walk backwards towards the door with the torch in front of him and close the door behind him if he can.
Yep, sounds good. I'll say this. As you start receding back towards that door, you are able to get there, don't worry, but you do start to see some of like the bones start to almost seam back together and start pulling up the rusted swords. And your torch isn't bright enough to really see to the end. But you see as they shamble towards you before you finally just head back and close the door as you hear what sounds just like bone on stone coming down the hallway.
Is there any way we can sort of jam the door with one of the spears in the barrel into the
So you see the barrel over there with all that stuff in it, and you and Alan just grab it and start shoving it over towards the door, maybe even like just as extra weight. The spear, you had the spear for that extra leverage, but it seems like
Yeah.
the barrel itself could actually be enough of a weight to actually keep it closed, unless you want to deal with it yourself. And in the process, do you want to give me a notice check?
Ooh. Oh,
Nice,
yes.
good roll. As you push the barrel over towards the door, you see the flagstone the barrel was over. You notice that it looks like certain parts of it are pretty worn, as if it's been lifted a bunch.
Okay. Yeah. Here, Alan, you make sure nobody gets through that door. I'm just gonna have a quick look at this stone here. There's something going on here.
Yeah. Yeah, so you go to the flagstone and you are like pulling at it a little bit, and it seems like really heavy. Elmo comes over and gets on one knee next to you and helps sort of just jam a dagger in. And both you with your combined strength are able to lift up this really really heavy stone slab that obviously for an ogre probably wouldn't be too hard, but for you is pretty goddamn heavy. However, you open it up, and underneath you just see sort of soil. And in that soil you see what looks like some sort of like dirty kind of probably what looks like a little like a bag. It's been packed down with dirt, so it's a little bit hard to see, but you just notice like the string.
Right. Come on, let's grab his bag and he'll have a quick forage down just to make sure there's like not another bag or something, but just a really quick thing.
Yeah, you just pull it out, and you hear some jingling inside. And you check around. Elmo keeps checking in and all that, and you both don't seem to find anything else. It seems like it was all just whatever was in here. And checking out the bag. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I think it's time for us to get back to the surface. I think quickly.
Sounds good.
Yeah, we're gonna.
No, that's great.
Book it
it's very smart. Yeah, yeah. So you just grab it. You just grab the bag with the stuff inside. And you guys, do you cover the flagstone again, or do you leave it uncovered?
I think I don't think we're gonna care really. We kind of there's a load of something coming, probably skeletons. So
no, it sounds all good to me. I just want to make sure. Yeah. So you guys go through. Do you close the secret door behind you?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Definitely.
You close it. You cover it up with the rug, and then you guys start heading back down the hall.
Yeah. Ooh.
Okay. And you guys and you're just heading back the way you came, correct?
Yeah, I mean, there's the temptation of sort of just going off here and hoping this is a corridor.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to keep exploring, you can. The big question here is, like, are you going to try and find a place to stay in the temple tonight to wait out and keep going in the morning, or are you going to try and head back somewhere else? What's the plan?
I think what we're going to do, we're going to head over to this bit of the junction here and hope that we can sort of make our way back because, I don't know, Griff's got this sort of symmetry thing going on and thinks that, 2 stairwells, it's got to be a quicker way back. But the idea is to get back up and then maybe just check out Nulb and see if we can't find ourselves somewhere to stay there.
Okay, sounds good. Going to Nulb. All right. Yeah, so you can move your character down towards that junction there.
It's going to make me move it through every door.
It shouldn't, because there's no walls. You should be able to just move right through. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, right. I didn't play walls. I just made your vision very small.
Right.
And you are correct in the symmetry. You can just go down there.
Cool.
And as you are at this junction right here, though, like before you go down,
that one.
I can't ping anymore for some reason.
Okay.
Where you are now, you hear from your left, from the west there. You hear what sounds like some scratching at this door, just down the hallway. You probably can't see your character probably can't see it. I'll put you over here. But you hear some scratching at that door, and like some light banging on it.
Griff is a curious kind of chap, so he's going to wander over and just say, "Hello, anybody in there?"
Let's see here. Yeah, and like at the sound of your voice, you hear more banging on this door. It's not super loud, but it's loud enough for you to notice that there's like a higher frequency once you sort of say it out loud. And this door, the closer this portal indicates that it is used with relative frequency. A door lock and padlock are present, the latter securing a chain. Unless the locks can be picked, only force can remove the obstacle. So you have basically this big padlock and chain here.
Let's, I can't see. It's probably a prisoner or something. I mean, it's locked in. I mean, yeah, come on, let's get this lock off.
Okay. Yeah, so, are you going to pick the lock, or do you want Barry to pick the lock?
We're just going to beat it off, I think. Just smack the lock off, break the chain.
Okay, sounds good. So you start beating the lock. You guys start bashing at it, and you start to really break through it quite a bit. And then you finally get the lock off. And you hear a voice from behind you guys going, "Hey, what do you think you're doing with my prisoners over there?" And you turn around to see what looks like a man flanked by two other figures. All three are hooded. They have brown hoods with the earth element on their chests. And the one in front has a staff in his hand, and he says, "The hell do you think you're doing?"
We were told to take him upstairs.
Upstairs?
Couldn't find anyone around. The place is like it's deserted. I don't know where everyone's been.
Who told you to do that?
I don't know. Just a gnoll came down and told us that he had orders. I mean, we don't question here. We just do what we're told.
Really? So you you just let gnolls tell you what to do? What did don't you know Romag needs these sacrifices pretty soon?
Well, he had a cloak on like the same as yours and that.
Yeah, speaking of, where are your cloaks? Are you just calm bandits? What are you doing down here? He sort of, as he gets closer, he sort of pokes your chest with his staff.
Well, we've been hired. Nobody's given us any cloaks yet. I didn't think you got those until we'd done at least a couple of jobs and we're trusted in that.
Well, you leave those prisoners there. They're for Romag, and he's not gonna want them gone. If you need others, you can go off and find some.
But what should I say? I mean, if I run into the same people again, they're going to ask me what I'm doing, and I don't know. I don't want to run into trouble. Can you give me like a note or a scroll or something that tells whoever it is that I don't know who's who down here, but just that I got the proper authority not to go and get these prisoners.
Who'd you say you were working for again?
I don't know any names. I mean, if I was to ask you your name, are you going to hit me with that staff again, or are you going to tell me?
I
didn't think so.
Don't forget my name. And he sort of pokes.
Okay.
And with every word, he pokes into your chest again. And he says, "Listen, I'm not writing you some note. You just get out of here, because you're starting to really piss me off."
I'll just tell him that Drun said it was all right. Yeah?
Yeah. And he just keeps staring at you, and like he sort of points for you to leave. And you see his hand kind of shaking a bit.
Right. Well, we're going. Like, we're just trying to do the right thing here.
Elmo gives you a nudge, and like his eyes go to like the locked door with like the light banging on it, and back to you. And his sort of face is kind of just like, he sort of like pops his eyes out a little bit, just kind of like, we're leaving?
Well, not really, but let's just make like we are. So we're gonna. So if these guys are behind us, we're gonna just kind of like start walking off, not at any great rate.
Yeah.
And just see if these people kind of look like they're going to disappear or open the door.
It looks like when you guys start going down, they go towards the door. And you hear him muttering like, "What the heck? They were trying to break it down. Who were those guys?" And you hear one of them say, "Go after them. Go get their names." What do you want to do?
So we're going to kind of quietly run. I don't know if you've ever done this. You kind of try and sneak away quickly.
Yeah. No, give me a sneak check. This will be for the group, so this won't be with your elven cloak, but this will just be yours, your regular one.
And then the plan is we're not trying to kind of like book it out of here. We're just trying to get enough distance between us so that if they're splitting their party, we'll have an advantage.
Yeah. Yeah, so you are able to basically go down and turn the corner.
Perfect.
And like, so if you want, I'll take your character here.
Yeah.
You're down here. Are you waiting for him to catch up to you when he's alone, or are you going to keep moving?
Yeah, very much so. So when he turns the corner, he's going to see 4 bows
Okay.
pointing at him.
He turns he says, "Hey, wait. Hey, you what
Yeah.
is this?"
Hopefully he's dead at this point. I mean, literally, we're gonna
Yeah, you guys
let
just
let the arrows go.
yeah, you guys just let loose your bows.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna you roll for that. The bolts and bows just go off. And he goes, "What is?" As they just riddle his chest. And he goes down dead.
And this wasn't Drun. This was somebody else.
Yeah, this was one of his little lackeys.
Yeah. Cool. So we will leave the guy alone. We can come back to him later, and we will head back very slowly and carefully again. Quietly, even is the right word I'm looking for. And again, we'll turn the corner very slowly, carefully, and make sure there's no one up there.
Mhm.
And bows drawn, literally ready to go with an arrow.
Yep.
Up the corridor.
Okay.
And they came from the right, did they?
They came from the north. They came from the north.
Came from the north, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think it's a fair assumption that they're probably gonna go and get these people and then go back to the north again.
Yeah. So you go to the
Maybe?
corner. Yeah. So you're at the corner here. You're like on the south end of this
Yeah.
this junction here. And I'm assuming you're looking over towards like the left, like towards the west, like where they are.
If we can, very conspicuously.
Okay.
So yeah.
So one thing that that you first notice, you hear some mutter going on from inside, and then you hear some weird chanting, and then you hear the sound of what sounds like very heavy footsteps, and you are able to sort of just get like one eye around like the wall to look down the corridor. And you see dragging along about like 5 people in chains or so. I believe it's 5. Might be. Let me just check here. 2, 4. Oh, actually, no, it's more than that. 5, 8, 10 people. You see the two guys in the brown robes. And you also see what looks like a massive being made of earth and stone. Dragging the chain coming down towards you. It has basically like 2 legs. It has arms. They're all, but like it doesn't have much like articulated hands or anything. They're almost more like claws made of stone. And it has no face. It has a head, and you see all these glowing blue runes going down its body.
That doesn't look good. And there's 10 prisoners, and there's the Drun plus one other.
Drun plus one. There's this
Drun
big
plus one.
fucking rock creature. And there's the 10 prisoners that they have between them.
Shit, I don't know what we can do here. The big rock thing doesn't sound very good. We do have 2 rerolls, and we're relatively full health, so it's the old dilemma again. Griff really wants to help these prisoners, so I only think we're gonna wait for them to turn the corner.
Yeah.
And bows ready. If we can sort of, I mean, these guys have got a job to do, right? So they're not going to be kind of looking down the corridors for any and every possible problem.
No.
So we're going to just kind of pull back against the walls, either side of the corridor, bows drawn, and we are going to wait for Drun to come by, and then we're going to aim our stuff on Drun. But the idea is hopefully, whatever this thing is, will go off and do something all of its own accord if Drun's not around. So we're going to go for Drun.
Sounds good. So so you and everybody else are going to try and fire off at Drun. Is that the plan? Okay. Yeah. Sounds good. So you guys back down. Give me another sneak check. I will give you I'll give you a +1 bonus on top of this just because you guys are basically just like you said, they're not really looking around that much. And do you want to re-roll that?
Yes, please.
And you guys are sort of like stationary in a dark hallway. Oh my god.
Would it sort of be okay to use a reroll?
Yeah,
let's do
absolutely.
that.
No, those are totally fine. Those are for skill checks and D20 rolls. Don't worry.
Yes.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. All right, yeah. So you guys are able to do that. And then this big creature comes down the hallway, pulling the chain with like all of them. They have basically like sort of like collars around their necks for every chain, and they're all almost like just moving slowly. It looks like it's a bunch of men, a few women. They all look sort of like tired and sobbing and malnourished as they're being dragged through here. They look like some of them have already been put through some pretty horrific abuse as it is. And so this big creature moves down the hallway first and then starts going north. And then leading out the rear is Drun and the other lackey. And then you guys fire off your shots. So give me your shot, Martin.
All right, we need this one to hit. We definitely need this one to hit. I've got a feeling Drun might be a spellcaster.
Okay. Well, Elmo missed his. Elmo can make that a hit, by the way, for his attack.
That's cool. And I'm assuming Griff would miss.
What's yours? Yes, their AC is only 12 though. It's not high. Don't forget you do have one reroll left, I believe.
I was gonna. Yeah, I think it's important that we kind of strike hard and quick here.
Yeah.
So,
so that is going to hit, and Bari's also going to hit. And Alan is going to fire off his bow.
Perfect.
Yeah, no, he's dead. But this is where things get kind of interesting. As oh god. So you do this. And Drun goes down immediately. He's dead. And the other guy freaks out as he just sort of lets out a scream as Drun goes down dead. And you seem to have severed some kind of connection because this creature in the front, scream isn't the right term, but what probably sounds like rock against rock, just really comes out to the point where you guys all have to cover your ears, and it swings around and just basically takes out two prisoners with one swing and starts moving down through them towards you guys. It seems to have just been completely sent berserk, because as the other Earth guy tries to do something, it just punches down onto him, just crushing him in one go. And then we're going to go into initiative here, as this creature hasn't killed all the prisoners, but has injured pretty much all of them and killed two, and is now bearing down upon you guys.
This wasn't how it was supposed to happen.
Oh
he
my
was supposed to
god.
fall peacefully. Not another one.
We'll see here. But I will allow a reroll for that if you want to, depending on if you want to be going first here against this creature or not.
I've unfortunately used my rerolls. They are
right.
We're out. Yeah,
Right. I thought you had one more, but yes, we are out.
No.
All right then. Oh boy. Are you in the front, Martin?
Well, let's say yes.
Okay.
Griff has some hit points.
Oh boy. Okay. It's okay. He's not the. Oh wait, no, you're on ground too. Oh boy. All right, this is gonna hurt, Martin. This is gonna hurt. This is gonna really fucking hurt. Does 16 hit though?
16 just about misses.
Oh, nice.
Griff's AC
He
is 17.
swings and he caves in half the wall next to you as all like the sort of frescoes that were all along it just collapse. And how many attacks does he get? Okay, no, we're good. Okay, now it's your turn, guys. And this thing just is slamming down and just going crazy. He is hurting your ears. Oh, PT just gave 200 more bits. Thank you, PT.
Thank you.
So you have 2 more rerolls or a full heal, depending.
I'm getting the impression this thing's nasty. Really, really bad. Can we kill it? You see... So does Griff get the impression that if he runs, this thing's just going to follow him and probably leave the prisoners, or are they going to mash the prisoners? And
I would say it's hard to know what the thing will do. I will say that it is completely unleashed, unhinged.
Yeah,
it might go after you. It might go after prisoners. It might just run in a different direction, just smashing everything in its way. It is very unclear what this thing wants to do. It seems to be going towards you because you are right in front of where his master seemed to have died. It's really hard to tell what he's going to do next. It's probably the best thing. it just seems to be going completely berserk. So you'll have to use.
I think we're gonna. Yeah, we're gonna run.
Yeah, you're gonna book it. Sounds
We're
good.
gonna
All right.
Griff's convinced this thing's gonna follow him. So.
Sounds good. Yeah, so you guys are using your actions to just fucking book it.
Run.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah.
You guys just make your way down there. And so for that, you guys are going really fast. And it is still following you. It's going down the hallway, just smashing through the different parts of like the walls as it's just trying to hit you and hit the ground. But as you guys turn around the corner and then start going up the stairs, it keeps going forward towards the south and just smashes into a wall. It seems to have lost you at least for a second. And you just hear it let out another sort of giant screech that really almost bursts your eardrums. And then keeps moving around. You hear it crashing against the wall more and more. And then you guys just make your way up the stairs. And you keep hearing it smash into things. You hear it get closer once in a while and then get further. But you guys are able to make it upstairs unscathed this time.
So Griff is going to sneak down with just him. This is a bit of a brave move with his cloak.
Yeah.
And he's going to see if he can work out if he can get to these prisoners without this thing getting him.
So are you gonna give it like another like scene, like another 15 minutes before you go down there? Just give it like a like when you hear him screeching, but it's like down the hallways a bit.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
So give me your sneak check with your cloak. The other guys are gonna stay upstairs and sort of like a tactical maneuver where they're like able to watch all sides and your back to an extent. But
pretty much. Yep.
Yeah.
So I need to +4 this one, don't I?
Yeah.
Yep. There we go. Oh yeah.
Nice. Yeah. So you're able to get down. You see him down the hallway towards where that sort of sloping part goes down, and you see him go down that hallway.
Yeah.
Down into the next level. So
Nice.
you are able to quickly run over towards where the prisoners are. Out of the 10, it looks like the 2 were killed on impact. 3 others were crushed under his feet. And it looks like you still have 5 left. It looks like there's 2. What looks like probably actually I would say they're all naked, so it's really hard to tell who they are. But you see there's 2 men, a woman, and 2 other men. It looks like of varying ages. And they are still in chains. They're sobbing. Some of them look like they're in shock.
Right, come on, look, we got to get out of here before it comes back again. And Griff is going to attempt to, I don't know, smash the.
You going? Don't worry. Don't worry that roll.
Try and break the chain, smash the chain where the dead people are, because I mean, 5 prisoners trying to drag another 5 dead prisoners.
Yeah, no, for sure. If you want more, what you can do, you are a decent lockpick. If you want to try and give me a lockpick check, which is a sneak check.
I guess these aren't going to be particularly good locks, are they? They're just
no. Like this is you to quickly just like basically jam them and just crack them open pretty fast. Yeah, that's enough for what this is. It's not a huge one. You are able to quickly just sort of grab your picks and just jab them, bring them open, and you are able to get them free. It looks like the 2, I would say the 2 older men, the woman, look very like. Between the 3 of them, like, they're either in shock or sobbing and malnutrition. They're not comatose, but they're not very fast right now. And the 2 younger men help you sort of grab them, and you guys sort of slowly drag everybody upstairs, where your party helps grab them as well. And we're like, Alan says, "Sir, we can't go back to Noble with these people. Like, they're a liability. We need to go back to Homeland or something, or something, but if we go to Noble, they're gonna die. So, and maybe we too.
Why don't we hide in that? I don't know, that old tavern place or whatever it was with the storeroom with the jars in the bottom. You remember the one just north of the temple?
Yeah. Let's go there, boss.
No, I don't want to think looking at anybody there.
You don't think we should go through the tower? Maybe that one's easy. That only has one entrance.
Yeah, if you think, I don't know. It's a bit obvious, isn't it? I mean, the other one. I mean, no, it's just a rundown old place nobody would go.
Elmo says, "I'm with the boss. I think we should go into that room down below. I don't think anybody's gonna find us there. We might deal with some rats, but I think we can maybe set up some traps or something." Barry says, "Yeah, I can I think I might be able to set something up for us, a little perimeter down there.
Yeah, I don't trust that tower. I mean, that's an obvious place for people to go, isn't it? Everyone knows about it, but that place, I reckon that's long forgotten.
Yeah. All right. Let's just get out of here, and you guys all drag them. You guys make it back up to that spot. You have to sort of crouch down. It's very uncomfortable with the group of 9 people in here. These people obviously don't smell very good. Alan went back to the horses to grab some blankets and other things to bring back for them, and some spare clothes because they're all like completely naked. And you guys basically just get them into some sort of state, get them some water and drink and food, and hunker down for the night.
Right. Okay, we better take watch then.
Yeah. And you know what? This is a good place to end off just before the night comes. As you see the sun set, and you guys are in complete darkness in this little basement. And that is the end of the session, guys. Woo! What a... I was waiting to see what you were going to do with that. I was like, oh boy, this is going to be interesting.
Yeah.
And I believe we didn't use either rerolls, right? That PT.
No.
So cool. So we have those for next session. So I'll have to remember that we have those 2 rerolls. Thank you, Tim, Ori, and PT for all your generous donations. Martin really needed them today. That was
oh yes.
that was great.
Yeah, I think we were going to get ogred to death there at one point.
Yeah,
so,
no,
yeah.
absolutely. I was like, oh, this is going to end interestingly if you guys aren't able to do that, because that door is just stone and there's 2 ogres, so they might be able to find a way through. But yeah, thank you so much, guys, for watching. That was an absolute blast. I am excited to see what happens next. That was fucking crazy. Thank you so much, Bard.
Cheers, guys.
Bye, guys.